everybody. I am trying something different out with how I'm streaming. So let me know if you can hear me, and also let me know if like my I have my fan going right now. Let me know if it's too loud, and let me know if there's an echo. I think those are the three things that I realized might have happened while doing this. So just let me know if everything's all good or not. I think we should be fine. I think I tested this out enough beforehand. I just want to double check. But I see that Lizzie is already here. That is awesome. Thank you so much for being here. Let me go ahead and jump on over to the comments. And my computer is down here today, so I'm going to be looking down quite a bit. So apologies for that in advance. But yes, Lizzie is here. Hello, hello. She said, remember when I said I was going to handwrite my whole ski romance, got 12 pages in before giving in, typing up garbage words until I researched to fix everything. Yeah, that's honestly 12 pages is a lot. Like that one book that I said that I was handwriting, I got like, I don't know, 5 pages in maybe, and I was like, I don't know where this is going. I'll just scrap it for later. But yeah, that's fine. Like do what you gotta do. Also, I will be starting I better become a good author or I'll be ticked. I mean, author hopes and dreams journal, where I journal my thoughts in my journey. Absolutely. Yes. That is such a good idea. Yeah, I feel like I should like start writing down my hopes and like stuff. Like part of that is making, for me at least, is making videos and being like, this is what I want to do this month. But then like another part of me is like, I kind of just want to write it down, just like have it physically. I'm very scared that there's a terrible echo or that something's wrong with my setup right now because my setup is kind of crazy. But it's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. Is the live stream good? Are we having any echoes? Or is the audio good? Is everything should be fine. I'm very stressed about this. I'm very worried. Okay, nothing is wrong. That's awesome. Cool. I'm connected to StreamYard on my phone for my video and audio, but I'm connected to StreamYard on here on my laptop to control the comments and to control the screen sharing. So as long as there's no crazy echo, everything sounds good. Okay, cool. It started off as a food tracking journal, but fell behind after July 1st, the day I started it. May as well save some money and get use out of it. Yeah, absolutely. Repurpose those journals. I had one that started out as like, it was like keeping track of the songs I was singing for private lessons. And then I realized that I wasn't going to be doing that forever. And I turned it into my bullet journal. Like the first year I made a bullet journal. So that was super fun. I'm getting cold. Hold on. I'm gonna pull up my blanket real quick. So yeah, I turned that into my bullet journal. Yeah, I'm all for repurposing journals. Absolutely. I have so many journals that I need to use. It's a little insane, but I feel like we all have all of the journals. So it's fine. Everything's fine. We all have a lot of journals and like just yeah, do what you want to do with them. Like I've turned a lot of my journals basically into just like places I can write random notes for stories and story ideas. There we go. That's now I can sit back. Cool. But yeah, awesome. So which are you working on your ski romance tonight? Is that what we are working on? I am working on making edits for Project Restart. So it's going a lot slower than I thought it would be. But we're slowly making our way through the draft. We're like 25,000 words in, which is awesome. That's like a good like fourth of the way through. I'm very proud of that. I just wasn't expecting it to take this long. So yeah, I need to keep working on that. I've done like 1.5 chapters today. Absolutely fine. We'll get stuff done. It'll be chill. And yes, Lizzie will be working on her ski romance after journaling. Also printed out draft 2 of Unrequited Love Romance on Monday. Yay! That's so exciting. That's awesome. Also, apologies if like my screen if like my video or anything goes grainy for a second. My Wi-Fi isn't the best, but it works. I also just turned my data on, so that should help. I formatted it and chose a better cover this time, so it looks great. Oh, that's so exciting! Oh my gosh. Yay! I love it when we get to print out stuff. That's just, it's awesome. It's awesome. But if you want to go ahead, we can go ahead and jump into our first sprint of the evening. I'm going to pull up my random number generator, figure out how long we're going to go for. And then I can share the tab, I think. Yeah. And we can go I'm all down for like longer sprints. If anyone has any like sprint times I want to go for, let me know. But let's start somewhere between 16 and 20 minutes. And we can go for 1990, which is 2030, I believe, if I'm doing that math correctly. I think that's what it is. Oh, no, that's not what I wanted. Hold up. 1990. Yeah, 2030. All right, that's fine. No, I didn't want to start the timer. I am a mess. Everything's fine. We're just gonna pull up our lovely Halloween timer real quick. We're gonna go for 2030. Starting out a bit long, but I think it'll work. And so for this one, we have got the knight, our werewolf, the clown, and the ghost. Let me know who you're going for this one. I think I'm going to be voting for the werewolf. I normally go for the werewolf, I believe. But yeah, let me know who you guys are voting for this race. I'm bringing back the old Halloween timer for tonight. And then we can go ahead and jump into our first sprint of the evening. And it looks like Lizzie's going for the werewolf as well. So we are in this together. Awesome. So I'm going to go ahead and start the timer in 3, 2, 1. Happy productivity. All right. I have no idea how long ago the sprint ended. I just looked up and realized, oh hey, the timer is on 0 minutes. So the ghost won that one. So sadly, we did not get a winner for that race. Um, I probably like should have turned on my sound or something to know when the sprint ended, but it's fine. Everything's fine. Tina joined us. I set the notifications and it was still late. Absolutely okay. I never get notification, or I set notifications and somehow they still don't always work properly. And then sometimes like, oh, I'll join that in like a second. Um, so absolutely fine. I'm glad you're here now. On a happier note, I already wrote 5,000 words in today. That is awesome. I'm so happy. That's awesome. Congratulations. Um, and then yes, the poor werewolf. And then only about 10 seconds over. Perfect. I was looking up and down like throughout the stream and I was like, okay, I need to remember to like just I guess I just was assuming I would just know when it was over. Um, but I didn't. So 10 seconds isn't too bad. Um, perfect. There we go. I got the notification. My face was just buried in a book. It happens. Absolutely, it happens. Finished covering some foodie stuff in journal while listening to the song stuck in my head. Honestly, sometimes you just gotta listen to those songs, like, as much as you, like, might want them out of your head, like, listening to them, it just, especially if it's a good song, just the vibes are great. I'm gonna go ahead and check what I did. I, I'm rearranging some stuff in this next, like, couple chapters. Um, So I was able to get a scene read through and edited, which was like 3 pages, I believe. So I was able to do that. Now I'm trying to decide if I want to add the next scene in this chapter or if I want to add it in the next chapter and like how to break things up. Like I'm terrible at knowing how and when to break up chapters. Um, Especially since I'm moving things around, I'm gonna have to figure that out. Probably I'll just figure out the next sprint. Because like I have a scene that's about 1,000 words, and then a chapter that's about 1,000 words, and I feel like something needs to be changed. I'm not quite sure what. Um, I play jazz so that there are no words. Yeah, I normally when I'm writing music, I have like a playlist of um, I have a playlist of music that has like lyrics and stuff. So I have a playlist of like popular music or just lyric music um, that goes along with the vibe of the book. So I do that, but then I also, if I don't want to listen to that, I normally put like for some reason I don't like jazz while I write, but I like other instrumental stuff, so like piano instrumental, cello instrumental stuff. I can do that. Um, but yeah, it just kind of depends what mood I'm in. Like right now, I'm not writing any music. I'm just kind of chilling with my air conditioner. Um, so yeah, great. Now it's back in my head over playing 2 other songs I also listen to. It happens. Can't explain why, but it does. I've never tried to write fiction. Interesting. I have mainly only written fiction. I like write some non. I had to write some nonfiction stuff for like my creative writing class, but in a like fictiony way. That makes sense. And then Lizzie said, I haven't written a song for myself in over a year. I used to make up song lyrics my characters come up with in my books. I can't listen to anything but my sound machine when I write. Yeah. I haven't written like a personal song like fully in quite a while. I like wrote lyrics to Bo Burnham's Funny Feeling. Like I rewrote lyrics that like fit my life. Um and then I also like recently I wrote a song that one of the bands in one of my books that I haven't written yet It's like one of the first songs that they wrote together, and that they play at the end of all their sets. And I love that song so much. It's like super simple, but it just works, and like it's a great song. um, just yeah, I like writing songs. I like writing songs too. I again haven't done it in a while, and all my old songs are kind of cringe. But that's fine. I can sing and play piano and ukulele. I've never written a song. Yeah. I mean, that's awesome. Like, I do also all of those things. I sing, I play piano, I play ukulele, guitar, violin. So I do all of that. And then like when I was like in like elementary school, like there were like a bunch of friends and we all tried like writing songs like against each other, I guess. And it never went anywhere. Like we were trying to do like our own like battle of the bands things like during recess, and it never went anywhere. But that's kind of like how I got into songwriting. I kind of did that, and then it just kind of evolved from there. Um, and it's a very it's a nice outlet sometimes. Just kind of fun. And Lizzie said, I write songs for my books because of the bands in my books. Yeah. Each couple has their own original song for each music and animals book. That's awesome. Like that's so cool. Like that's awesome. Like I have a band in a book that I haven't written. Um, and like I just knew I had to write a song that they wrote. And I was like, I gotta write this down. I gotta know what this song is because it's like kind of not really referenced in another book, but it's like they're referenced in another book. So that was just yeah. I love I like I like just expanding my world, even though it's like a contemporary world. It's like the world we live in, but like it's its own universe. Like there are things in this world that are just called something different. I could talk about my worlds forever. I love those so much. So yeah, I can't sing at all. It's so bad. I'm gonna read the next comment because I think I'm gonna say what this comment says. Someone was like, "You can take lessons and learn." Nah, some people simply can't do something, and that's something for me is singing. Yeah, this is gonna totally come off the wrong way, but everybody can sing. It's just whether or not you're good. Which sounds terrible, and I mean that in like the best way. Like you can. Um, I honestly like I one don't enjoy my talking voice. Two, I don't enjoy my singing voice either, but I've been told that I'm good. But like I also don't believe it. So I just kind of do what makes me happy. And like that's fine. It's great. But yeah, just like if you like enjoy writing songs, that's awesome. That's chill. What got you both into writing books? Oh gosh. Books in general. I it was like third grade, and I think it was like an extra credit assignment to like write something and like read it in front of the class. Um, so like I think that was like what originally started it was like literally just an extra credit assignment. And I was like, I'm gonna write a story about what would happen if me and all my friends moved across the ocean to another country. And that was like my first actual like proper story was me and my friends moving to different countries and like just doing random stuff. It was awful. So I never finished that story either. Like the last thing it ended with was like I think it was like a plane crash. No one died, but like I just stranded my characters on an island, and these are like fifth graders, fourth graders. Yeah, that's how I got into writing. And then I started like toying around with ideas at nighttime, like while I was like laying in bed. I was like, oh, that's a cool, like just fun story. And I would like tell myself stories, and then I would like eventually just end up writing them. Um, so that's how I got into writing books. Um, and then Lizzie said my family all started with a pet, like my writing All started with a Peppa's Pig fairy tale ripoff where I wrote myself and my family as Peppa's family. That's super interesting. Uh, we can all sing, but not everyone can sing. I made my swim coach mad with my singing ones. Aw, that's not fun. And then, as Tina said, anyone can sing. I used to teach music to youth kids. She also said, plus I've always had book ideas in my head. I finally started reading and getting more ideas and shaped them into my own. And now I have 8 books and a novella completed now on book 9. That is so awesome. My stepdad asked me how many books I had finished. I said, well, technically 0. But I have like 4 first drafts finished, which is a lot less than I thought it was. But I have 4 first drafts finished, and then just so many ideas that I want to write, and I'll eventually get around to them. Lizzie is March 25th, 2022 now. You've done 9 books in like a year? What? That's great. That's awesome. Oh, I read some old writing today. My superhero book I left. Reading old writing is always super interesting. Like, I read the first draft of this book I'm currently working on that I wrote in like 7th grade, so over 8 years ago. And it is completely different to what the draft is now. And it's just super, and I lost the flash drive that's on, but it's so interesting to like look back and see how things have changed. A 13 and 14-year-old girl superhero with 2 20-year-old guys. Yeah. Tina's writing nonfiction, a true story about a child. Keep an idea notebook so you don't forget your ideas. Yes. I have like a Google spreadsheet with all my ideas listed out because I love spreadsheets. I have a Google spreadsheet with all my ideas listed out, as well as like my notebook that has like all my other ideas, and I have a bunch of loose papers all binded together with a bunch of ideas. I have so many ideas. I can't wait for them. I have 9 first drafts and 2 second drafts and a bunch of ideas on the list. Wrote 7 from March 25th to March 24th. Lizzie, that is amazing. That is awesome. Like, I've started a lot of ideas. I just haven't been able to finish them. The first 6 were on a row from first day to December 3rd. That's awesome. That is amazing. Like, that is truly amazing. Wow. But with that, we can go ahead and get into our second sprint of the evening. Let's go for like 23:43. Sure, that sounds good. And we have the clown, the cute little purple guy, Dracula the vampire, and the mummy. So let us know if you guys are voting for this one. I'm going to be voting for. I think I'm going to be voting for the purple guy. He's just really cute. And Tina asked, have you guys ever watched Jerry Jenkins' YouTube videos? He is the author to the Left Behind series. He has 63 bestsellers. I have not. I've heard the name around, but I have not watched the videos. I'll have to put that on my to-do list of things I need to do. Yeah, okay, it's on the to-do list. I have to explain the dates when people ask me about my writing journey. Yeah, like, that's all. Like, yeah. And then Lizzie's going for purple guy as well. Tina will be going for the mummy. Yes, okay, cool. It's on the list. I will definitely give that a watch, or give them a watch. Yeah, I can do that. Cool. I also do love writing twice as well. And then his is the best. Super cool. Thank you. Yeah, awesome. Well, if everybody is ready, I know I have a bunch more writing I want to get done tonight. So if everyone's ready, we can go ahead and start the sprint in 3, 2, 1. Happy productivity. I will remember to turn my sound on so I know when the sprint is up. All right, that, there we go. Muting my computer. That is sprint number 2 finished. For that one, the clown one, so I don't think anyone got that one either. Just not a good night for us, is it? Yeah, nope. I went for purple guy, Lizzie went for purple guy, Tina went for the mummy. So none of us got that one, sadly. Where are we at the comments? That is not where we are. That is where we are at the comments. Autumn joined us. Hello, hello. Welcome to the stream. So glad you could join in. We are all saying hello to Autumn. She's doing good, which is always a good thing. Ready to get some work done, and thanks for being live and having buddies to chat with. Of course, thank you so much for being here. I haven't written in a while, so I'm excited to be getting back into this draft, into this book. I'm excited to get work done. I hope you guys are excited to get work done. Let me know how you guys did for that last sprint. I'm gonna go ahead and count up what I did, because I am now writing words, because I'm at the point in this book where I have to change stuff. So that's always interesting. This is like the 4th draft. I'm still changing plot points. This should be the last, like, huge change. This should be the last big change. But I'm changing something, so I'm trying to, like, write this very carefully. And I was able to get a little under 400 words, just because I am trying to write it carefully, so I don't have to completely rewrite it again and again and again. And I know, like, none of them are going for us tonight. It's very, very sad. Gina was able to get 350 words. That is awesome. It's about what I got as well. Cool. Yeah. Again, as I said, I think I'm at, like, the last major plot point change that I know is going to come up. And of course, it'll trickle down to other things throughout the book. Like, this one thing will change a couple other things later, but I shouldn't have to, like, add another full scene or 2 in order to fix stuff. That's the goal. Lizzie has to go, but the stream was fun. Happy writing. Well, thank you so much, Lizzie, for joining. I'm so glad you were able to join us, and I hope you have a great rest of your night. And Tina says, see you later, Miss Lizzie, as well. Super cool. But yeah, hopefully this is the last big thing I've changed for this book. For now. There's just so many things. There's so many, like, little things that I'm trying to keep track of, like main characters' personalities, like side characters' personalities is a big thing. And that I'm I do this every time I write a book, but I start getting into it and I'm like, I always forget how in depth and how crazy they are until I start writing them. Because it's like, oh yeah, I'm 27,000 words into this draft, and, like, 1, the big thing hasn't happened. 2, the other big thing hasn't happened. I'm just like, oh, there's so much more to go. Which, like, I'm absolutely okay with. I love having these, like, in-depth, in-detail stories. And that's all part of the fun. So, yeah. I'm almost to, like, the first major plot point. So that's coming up pretty soon. And then a couple of chapters after that will be the second one. And then we get to deal with that for a little bit. I'm just really excited for all of this because I love it. I love it. And then Tina asked, what genre are you writing? I am writing young adult contemporary fiction. No romance. I mean, there's a little bit of romance, but it's not ever stated these are romantic feelings. Like, it's just kind of, like, implied that they might possibly be something after the book ends. But yeah, young adult contemporary fiction. So the way I've described it to my sister this weekend was Judy Blume, but teenagers, or John Green without the romance, is how I've been describing it. Which I think are, like, the 2 best characterizations I can think of, but I also, like, I just don't know how else to say that. Like, that's what it is. Yeah, the 2 characters, though, that I love in this book, like, they definitely become, like, partners after the book ends, but their romance story is not part of the book, if that makes sense. So that's what I'm currently working on for this project. Early teens, it depends on the book. This current one, my main character is 17, she turns 18, so she is in junior and senior year of high school. And then Project A, which is the one I just finished the draft of, it is also young adult contemporary, but it's her freshman year of high school, so that's like 13, 14, 14, 15, 15, 16. She's on the older end of her age year for the school. She's the oldest in her class. I think it's her ages are 15 to 16. But it's like her freshman year of high school. So it kind of depends on the book. That's what I have right now. I have a series planned out, and that just takes her throughout. It takes the main character throughout the entirety of her high school experience. So like 14 to 17, 18. I have a couple new adult book ideas. I have one new adult book idea, which will be like 22. So just a little bit of everything. But right now I'm working on like that senior year of high school and focusing really on that, those friendships, relationships, family relationships, all of that fun stuff is what I enjoy writing. Yeah, I want to break into romance sometime, but I don't want to start with it because I have these story ideas that I've loved for so long, and I want to work on them first. And then once I get those all figured away, I'll probably start working on like I have a few romance ideas that I want to start with, which are like young adult, new adult, so high school, college, right after college, that area. And that's what I'm working on. Thank you for asking. I could talk about my stories forever. Like I love talking. Like I hate when people ask about like it's so hard to describe because like people in my real life, if they like ask, oh, what are your stories about? And I was like, I don't want to tell you. But like I could talk about my characters, not like the struggles that they're going through, but I could just talk about my characters, my universe for pretty much ever. Because like I've created this entire universe, and it's I have to keep reminding myself this universe isn't real. These characters aren't real. Because like I think about them so much. I write their stories and I do all of these things. I'm just like, it's not real. But it's like that's like the hardest part for me about writing is just remembering, oh yeah, this is I created this thing. I created this thing. I have to keep reminding myself that like I created this entire world. I created these characters. Oh my gosh, it's so cool. I love it so much. There's a romance section in what I'm currently writing, but it's all true, tracking from 10 years old to her current age of 19. And it's also going back 3 generations. That's awesome. Like the fact that it goes back 3 generations is pretty cool. If I was to write romance of like me from like when I first like actually had like my first real crush up until now, it'd be so boring. Like there would be like there would be like one interesting part, and then the rest of it's just like we're friends and I like you. That's all it ever was. I'm gonna have a hard time keeping this under 75K. Yeah, I definitely feel that. I struggle a lot at first I struggled building up my word count, and then I'm now struggling keeping my word count down. This current project that I'm working on was originally 85K, which is quite a bit, but like I can't cut it down. Like there's no extra plots right now that I can get rid of. So I'm just kind of like, you know what? It's just going to be a long book. And that's fine with me. That is A-okay with me. Like draft 2 of Project A was about 89,000 words. So I definitely write longer books. So I don't got tips for keeping it under a certain word count. I'm actually kind of like I'm excited to see them in print. I'm also just a little bit nervous about how thick they're gonna be. But I like thick books, so it should be fine. Everything will be fine. Um, but we got about 40 minutes left in the sprint, so I think we could do like another longish sprint and then maybe a short one at the end. So if we go for like 20 minutes now, third with 10-ish later, that should work. We'll start the timer for 20 minutes. We have the Devil, we have the Mummy again, the Little Green Alien, and Death. So let's go ahead and get your votes in for this race. And then Tina said the story is mainly about a girl who has fought hard to stay alive. She's been resurrected 25 times from a rare neurological condition. Wow, that that's a lot. But that's also like just from that little bit, like that's super interesting. Like I want to read that. Yeah, cool. So Tina is going for the alien. I normally go either for the alien or death when they come up. So I'm just gonna vote for death this time. And if everyone's ready, we can go ahead and start sprinting. In 3, 2, 1, happy productivity. All right, that is sprint number 3 finished. And I still don't think anybody's won a race at all this entire stream. Tina went for the alien, I went for death, and the devil won. So that's okay. We got one more sprint to do. So hopefully in that last sprint somebody can win. Oh goodness. I've never had this bad of luck during a stream before. Agreed. Very much agreed. And then Geo popped in, said hello everybody, and hello Geo. Thank you for joining. It is okay that you're late. We love that, like, watching TV shows with parents. Love it. Let me know how you guys did for that sprint. I am getting into the groove of this new scene that I'm writing. I don't know where I started. I have no idea where to start. Hold on. It's like about there. Okay. I was able to write 394, so that's not too bad for however long we did. 20 minutes? That's not great, but not too bad. I was able to do that. And it is just slower because I am writing a new scene. I'm kind of like taking a little bit from this scene and putting it over here. So this scene also has to change, I just realized. So these next couple, today and tomorrow will probably be the hardest days for this book, editing wise, just because I'm changing a lot. You asked, are you still working on your contemporary, Celeste? Yes, I am. When in doubt, I'm always working on contemporary. I am working on Project Restart, my contemporary young adult fiction thing, with a little bit of romance sprinkled in, but it's not ever explicitly stated. These are romantic feelings. But, like, it's kind of implied, like, oh, these characters might be a thing after the book ends, which I like to play around with a little bit more that way. So yeah, I'm still working on my contemporary novel. Let me know what you were working on as well. But I have switched over. I finished Project A, finished that beginning of this month, and I'm now working on Project Restart. I'll probably be working on this for the remainder of September as well, just because of how much effort I'm putting into it. It's a lot. And then Tina said another 350 words. That must be my go-to number for the day. But I capped 100,000 or 100,000, 10,000 since yesterday. That is awesome. Like two 5,000 days in a row. I'm very proud of you. That is amazing. Congratulations. Normally I can do like one 10K day, and then I'm like, that's it for like a week. Like I've done a couple 5K days in a row. It just seems a lot more doable. So yeah, that's awesome. I don't actually know overall how much I've written today. I did some sprints with Anne and Han earlier. I got some work done there. I honestly don't know where I started today. I think I did chapter 10. I finished up. Yeah, chapter 10 is where I started today. So I did chapter 10. I did chapter 11. I'm now working on chapter 12. So I've actually gotten a lot of work done today. So I'm pretty happy with that too. Editing wise, I've almost edited about 5,000 words. So I'm not writing, but I'm editing and like reading carefully everything I'm writing. So yeah. And then Gio is working on his contemporary too. It's from two point of views now, and I think I really want one storyline to be romance heavy and the other one to not really be. It seems more realistic. Yes, exactly. Yeah, like in Project A, there is definitely a romantic subplot that's going on that, like, one character is like really feeling this romance and the other one on the other end is just like no, and just shuts it down real quick. And then she has to deal with that. So it's not so much. It's a romance subplot, but it's not like it's not. It is, but it's not. It'll make sense to the reader. Because I don't want to say the reason that he like shuts down that romantic subplot real quickly, but like it just wasn't going to happen anyway. And yes, you are welcome. 10,000 is such a great number, especially over 2 days. Like that is amazing. Um, but yeah, I'm like, I want to say I'm about a third of the way through this draft. I'm almost at 30,000 words, and the draft is not at quite at 90,000. So I'm a little under, little over, a little over a third of the way through, and we're hitting the first major plot point, which I'm so excited for. So excited. Like I get this major thing happens, and I can't. I want to talk about it so badly, but I can't. Uh, yes, Gio, I will definitely let you beta read this. You are free to beta read any of my stories, because since I know we write in the same genre, please. I don't know how I'm gonna go about finding beta readers, but I know I'm gonna need to do it soon. So yeah, I need to get into that in a second. Because I was originally planning to have this draft done by the end of the month. That's not gonna happen. It's fine. And so I'm gonna have it hopefully done by the middle of next month, if not the end of next month. I want to send it to a sensitivity reader because of the things my main character goes through. I want to make sure that I'm not completely missing the point or completely saying something wrong. So I need to find a sensitivity reader for it, which is a whole other struggle in itself. But after that, so like early October, we'll definitely need some beta readers. Please, please. I might be asking over on Instagram. I don't know how to do beta reading. I don't know what I'm doing. I really don't know what I'm doing. But yeah, I'll probably ask over like on Instagram or what is this called? YouTube. If I had a community tab on YouTube, that would be very helpful, but I do not. So I might put up like a really short video looking for betas if you would like to reach out that way. I have my email somewhere. But yes, I will definitely post something. I'm very behind on comments, but I will post something about betas because I'm going to need them pretty soon. And then Tina said, I have absolutely nobody capable of a critical beta read. That is always a struggle. Yeah, that's what I feel about this book. There's like the main plot. I don't know anyone who's gone through like the main struggle my main character has. So that's why I want to find somebody who has, and we'll get there in a second. I can read for you. Like, thank you so much. I will definitely keep you on the list in my mind as well. You and Gio both can read through it. Yes. Gio says, okay, so I'm in high school, but my main characters are just starting college. So tell me about college list. You know what? I would be glad to. Yeah. If you ever want a beta reader for your stuff, let me know. I started college 4 years ago, which just sounds crazy, but I'm out of college. I've been through college. I know what a small liberal arts school is like, so I can give you some help there. Yeah. And then Gina said you should have somebody with a psych degree read it for you. Sensitivity. Oh wait, that's me. Yeah. That's the thing with like sensitivity readings. Like I don't know anyone who's gone through this struggle. And I don't really know how to go about finding that. So I'm like, maybe I'll ask on, I've talked about this on previous streams, so it's like maybe I'll ask on Reddit or something. So we'll figure that out eventually. I did not go to an art school. No, I went to a liberal art school. So it's like, it's very tiny. So like normally colleges are like universities have like their own colleges within them. But yeah, so my school was just like, it's a very tiny college. because I got a Bachelor of Computer Science at a school. Basically, it's like you have to take like your gen ed. So I had to take like a philosophy class, history, English. Like I had to do a bunch of like I had to take a bunch of gen eds like for like a well-rounded degree. So that's why it's called liberal arts. It's kind of like you learn everything, but then you also have your major. Um, so that's what it is. I didn't know it was a liberal arts school when I applied or when I accepted. Um, Otherwise, I might not have gone, but that's fine. How old do you think I am? Curiosity. If you can, I can see your photo. Here's the thing. I'm terrible at ages. Like even people around my age that I work with right now, I don't know how old they are. I'm gonna guess from your photo, you look about the same age as my mom. So I'm gonna guess late 40s, early 50s. But I also don't really know how old my mom is. I have lost track. Um, that's my guess. I don't know. Yeah, I'm terrible with ages. Like I look at people and I'm just like, oh, you look about 20 or 21, and they're like, I'm 17, and I'm just like, what? Um, Especially like scrolling through social media, I'm just like, you guys look so much older than you are. Like I feel like I look the same as some people who look like it's just it's weird. I'm on that weird like generation cusp, so it's like I guess I just look my age. I don't look older or younger than my age. I don't know. It's weird. Um, but yeah, we got like 10 minutes left in the stream. Do we want to go for another sprint? I'm all down for doing one more sprint to kind of round out at 4 sprints if you guys are down for another sprint. Just let me know because I do want to get a little bit more into this scene. I feel like I'm picking up the pace. I'm realizing what needs to happen, how it needs to happen. I'm still not really sure how it needs to happen. Um, so yeah, 48. Oh, it's about right. Cool. I've been through a lot of crap in that part, and that is the part of the reason I'm writing to share what I know with the world. If you have questions, ask. Yeah, I feel like once I I write, most of the reason I write what I write is like to deal. I don't watch the news. It freaks me out too much. I can't process things well. Like if they're just like this happened, that's happened. I'm just like, wait a second. So I write what I write in order to process things that I can't process. If that makes sense. And yes, okay, cool. We are good for one more sprint. Sounds good with me. Um, all right. We got one more chance. Let's do a nice quick 15-minute one. We have one more chance for somebody this straight for somebody this stream to come out on top. So we have the mummy, we have the witch, we got the werewolf, and the clown. So far, nobody has won any of the races. This is a very sad stream. I don't think I've ever had a stream where no one has won anything. So we've got to figure it out. At least one of us has to do it. So who's it gonna be? Get your votes in. Hmm. It's such a hard choice. I don't want to choose wrong. Okay. So Tina's going for the clown. I'm I'm going for the werewolf again. I feel like it's either I don't know. I'm just gonna vote for the werewolf. We're gonna get that in. Gio, if you want to go ahead and get your vote in. Anyone else who's lurking in the stream, if you would just type in there who you're voting for. Um, and we got one more 15-minute sprint on the clock. Final sprint of the night. Hopefully someone will win this race. But if everyone's ready, we can go ahead and start sprinting. 3, 2, 1. Happy productivity. I have been talking for like 5 minutes. Not 5 minutes, for like a minute, and my mic has been muted. Sorry about that. That is the last stream. Finished. Sadly the mummy won. I'm just gonna recap everything I said while my mic was muted. Um, Basically, I was saying it's very sad that none of us have won this race at all this stream. It's very, very sad. Um, what else did I say? I was able to write like 300-ish words, and I want to continue um, writing this scene later tonight just because I finally have a grasp on how I want it to go. Um, yeah, we'll get there. Can you guys hear me now? I think we're good now. I think I unmuted myself. What else did I say while I was on mute? Um, I think we're good now. Okay. Yeah, that's great. Gia said I'm spending time trying to develop the maturity level of college students. It's hard. I'm just saying, college students aren't as mature as you think. I definitely write like my main character's older siblings to seem like they're mature. However, like I know they're not. Like they can act mature and they can like seem like that to other characters, but like inside I got no idea what's going on. Um, yeah. Like I feel like my class in a sense was very mature in respect to the people below us, but then like two classes above us, like I felt like they were more mature than I was. So I feel like it's just it's all very perspective because like I felt very mature compared to like the classes two below me. They were children. They were absolute children. I've told them this. They were children. Um, but like that's also just kind of who I've been. I've always kind of been the mature one, so it's all perspective. And yeah, the blasted mummy. Now he decides to win. Really? Uh, is there as much drama in college as there is in high school? Yes. I actually had more drama in college than I had in high school. I somehow got through high school like zero drama. Like, sure, I like lost a couple friends, but like we all still hung out. Like I also didn't hang out with people in high school, so I can't really speak to that. But like I had so much drama in college. Um, yeah, no. Like I had my I don't want to get into it because that's not fair to anyone who's not here to like speak their side of the story, but like I had someone that I was getting along with and then we didn't get along and then we tried getting along and then I was like, you know what, I can't keep doing this back and forth. Goodbye. So yes, there is. I found college can be similar to high school in the sense that it depends on who you choose to hang out with. Go for you and nobody else. Yeah. Definitely. I found like I was I don't want to say I was happier doing things alone in college, but it was definitely like less stressful. Would I have liked to do it with friends? Yes. However, it didn't come about that way. So like I ended up going eating alone in college and like doing all these things just kind of by myself. And it gave me time to like think about my stories and think about my characters and all of that fun stuff. Whereas if I was with my friends, I would be thinking, okay, how should I be acting? Is this comment offensive? All of that stuff. Are they gonna take this the wrong way? Um, so like I was able just to kind of relax a bit more by myself. So yeah, do it as you said, do it for you and for no one else. College is where many kids find themselves. Yep, yep. I still don't feel like I've found myself completely, but I've been working on it. I need to keep working on it. Do not try to be someone you are not just to fit in, be you. I also 100% agree with this, and I also know I need to hear it, and I need to like process that because it's hard, but I also very try to like just kind of be who I am. And if people don't like who I am, you know what? That's okay. That's fine. And yes, thank you, Tina, for the wonderful advice. Tina went to a 5-year university. The type of university where you go can matter too. It depends on the tolerance of the university for shenanigans. Also 100% agree with this. Um, I feel like I just never got into the shenanigans was my thing. Like college, university, I was never really a part of shenanigans. So yeah, I can't speak to that. But like friend drama definitely had some of that. Still have some of that. Um, but yeah, it all just kind of depends. Like I have a book I'm writing or that I have an idea for that I have written but needs to be changed. Where like the university just doesn't know what's going on, or they do, they've just been brushing it on the rug. But then this character's like, no, this is not okay, and things have to change. So yeah, it seems like there's a lot of romance and drama in college. Yeah, part of my drama was romance drama, like not with me, it was with somebody else. Like there was a little bit on my end where I was like, okay, maybe I like this person, but I'm gonna set you two up because I knew that they liked each other. Or at least I thought they did. Yeah, it can be a mixture. It can be one or both. It can be everything. Yeah, but yeah, it's definitely not drama free. Definitely not. I do not have time for nonsense. I had to maintain a 4.0, and I was not going to sacrifice that for nobody. Exactly. Physics ruined my 4.0. So did psychology. Psychology ruined my 4.0. But yeah, I don't have time for it. I'd much rather be doing like things I want to do. And that was me like going to bingo night and drinking milkshakes and getting pizza and like going on hikes, like just doing some fun stuff, like fun legal things. Okay, now my story can actually be more interesting now that I know this stuff can actually happen. Thank you. You are absolutely welcome. Yes. Honestly, if you can have like I'm pretty sure anything can happen. Like I one of my plot points for this story was like very just like out of the blue, and I didn't that's the one I'm currently changing because I didn't like how it sat because it seemed very unrealistic that this would happen. So now I'm changing it more into something else, but it still kind of gets the same point across. Yeah, you're very welcome. I'm gonna go ahead and call that a stream here. We went a little bit over 2 hours, absolutely fine. I think I'm cutting back my streams for August, September. September's next month, just because there is going to be a 30-hour write-a-thon um, for like the middle of September that I need to save up my StreamYard hours for, so I don't use them all at once. So I'll probably go down to like once a week, and then we'll have that big 30-hour write-a-thon. I'm hosting it, Anne is hosting it as well, so it's the two of us. I'm looking for co-hosts, so if you guys know anyone who would like to co-host like 2 hours of that stream, that would be great. But yeah, thank you guys so much for joining. I did not, yeah, did not make a single new friend in university. That was not my goal. Focus on you. I went into university not knowing anyone there. I came out of it with maybe 2 or 3 friends. Um, and even then, like, I don't talk to them on a weekly basis or like, let alone a monthly basis. Like, I probably talk to them once a month. I feel like it's very pushed to have friends, and I feel like I wanted to go into college. I wanted to make new friends. It just didn't happen, which is kind of sad, but it is what it is. I'm now at a new job, new city, new place, and I will find my people one day. When my people are meant to come into my life, they will come into my life, and everything will be fine. But thank you guys so much for joining. It has been a pleasure chatting with you all. I have a link to my stream playlist down in the description. I have one on Sunday. I don't know when I'll be streaming in September yet. I have not figured that out. I can't believe it's already September. But yeah, cool. I had a video come out today about how I plotted a book in a night as a pantser because I normally pants my books. And I decided to pants an outline for a book. Just writing an outline in one night. It was a super fun video to edit. I hope you guys enjoyed as much as I did. Probably not. It was just a lot of fun to film and edit. And then Gio, go ahead, do this thing. Look up R.C. Walden. He's a writer too that attends college. He's brilliant. Yeah. I know I just went back and privated a lot of my college videos and high school videos. Um, I did feel I had like 3 videos about that are still up about like being not ready, like not feeling ready to graduate from high school into college, and like I have a video about like my first month of college where things were just not good. Um, yeah, so I have a video about like recapping my entire first year of college if you want to check that out. But yeah, yeah, cool. I'm gonna keep, if I don't end the stream, I will keep rambling. I could ramble forever. So I'm just gonna say thank you guys so much for joining the stream. Like and subscribe. I'm pretty sure you guys already have. Um, but thank you guys so much for joining the stream. I'm super awkward with outros, but it's fine. Um, for the 5th time, thank you guys so much for joining. Thank you guys so much for chatting with me and sprinting. I'm so happy with all the work we've gotten done tonight. I'm going to probably keep writing for a little bit. Good night as well. Thank you for joining. And I will see you guys all in the next stream, whenever that happens to be. Because I got one on Sunday, but I don't know what comes after that. So thank you guys again so much for joining. I'll see you guys all later. Bye.